You're listening to the Platte River Bard.
Hello, and welcome to the Platte River Bard. This is Chris Berger.
And I'm Sherry Berger.
And we are here at the Bellevue Little Theatre once again. And we are talking with, once again, our friend Todd Uhrmacher. He is directing the Rocky Horror Picture Show. We are also here, I'll let him say who he's playing, with Donovan Carr, an actor in the show, who's playing... Who are you playing, Donovan?
Yes, I am fortunate to be playing the role of Dr. Frankenfurter in this production. So.
Excellent.
He is our sweet transvestite.
Yes. Right. Excellent. Yes, and we're here, and that runs from September 12th to September 28th, of course, at the Bellevue Little Theatre. And this is and I can't believe when I saw this. It's actually technically Richard O'Brien's The Rocky Horror Picture Show. Of course, he played famously Riff Raff.
He did play Riff Raff
in the show, and but it's Todd, it's the 50th anniversary, Todd.
50th anniversary. It opened in New York in 1975.
Oh,
that's amazing.
I've been watching this since I was in early high school.
Well, and I've told the cast over and over, I used to go to this at least a couple of times a month while I was in college in Lincoln. It was like we'd go shopping, we'd get the grocery bags full of props, and off we'd head to the State Theater in Lincoln. So...
Yep.
Awesome.
It seems like and I don't know. Well, and they still did it when my daughter, who's a millennial, so she was born in '92. So when she was in high school and with the theater kids, they all went as well. It was like a theater kid thing. Was that your experience, Donovan, or did you have that experience at all?
Yeah, no. So as much people my age, we got introduced to it actually through Glee. Glee did a special episode of it.
Right.
And cameos from Barry Bostwick and Meatloaf were in it. So that was my first experience with it. And then in 2015, for the 40th anniversary, Fox did a TV musical for it with Laverne Cox and Victoria Justice and stuff like that. So
when they were kind of going through that era of doing shows live on their broadcast.
I remember that.
So,
yeah,
it's had a nice, long, illustrious time.
Yes, I assume it will continue to.
Yes. I love it. I just adore it. Sure. It's the weirdest musical of all time. I will forever have the memory of introducing it to my daughter and her best friend at home. They were huge fans of Tim Curry from Treasure Island, and I think like The Worst Witch or something like that. Some cheesy thing from like Nickelodeon or something. And I'm like, you like Tim Curry? Hey, let's watch this.
Yep.
and they loved it. They absolutely loved it. Why do you think it's still going strong? I adore this show.
Because
it's such a fun show.
I think the public loves campy. And because it is such a campy commentary of the 50s B movies about aliens and monsters, and it kind of just tugs at your heart a little bit and just makes you love watching the show.
It does. Yep.
What is the attraction? I mean, totally different generation. Totally. You weren't around when it was kind of like a thing to go to the movies. What is your take on Rocky Horror when you see it? Are you like, well, this is the weirdest thing I've ever seen, or what?
So, no, much to most people's surprise, it's one of those shows. It was the show that got me interested into musical theater, and it was, and ever since I saw it, that it just something about it spoke to me, from the campiness to the music, which is so rock and roll infused. Yes. It's so good. But overall, I think for me, the thing that stood out the most was the message in one of the numbers called "Don't Dream It, Be It."
Yes.
And and I take that with me when I go to school, and to strive for my goals and stuff. But this show just speaks so highly with that theme of "Don't Dream It, Be It" that's what really attracted me to it in the first place. So,
and as we look on sort of how things are currently, and this being written 50 years ago,
right?
Wow, it aged well.
It did.
Yeah.
I mean, and stuff like this
really
sort of
did.
almost on the surface you would think, oh, that's not going to age well. But as you look further into this, you're right. The core messages in it are really well thought out and are very thoughtful. And
the music is just,
I know, that's the thing. This is like some of my favorite music ever.
That's how musicals kind of, are saved with the test of time is, do you walk out of the theater and you're humming a tune
Yes.
from the show?
Yeah.
Well, everybody knows the time warp.
Yes.
And we're
Yes.
going to encourage people to jump up and dance and
Yes, well,
and props from the aisles, and just we're going to go for broke.
Great.
and that is the next big question is
Costumes?
are people encouraged to dress up? Are the props?
All
What's
of it.
the
Well,
interaction?
The props we are providing.
Okay,
So,
so-
when the audience
okay.
members come, they will get a sack with props.
Okay.
Because since this is actually the stage show and not the movie, there are props that people take to the movie that have nothing to do with what we're doing. For example, when he says, let's have a toast, and everybody throws a piece of toast. That doesn't happen in the stage show.
Yeah.
So if people bring toast, they're going to have wasted their time.
Fair enough.
Eat
Toasting
your
a piece of
toast.
bread. Yeah, you're going to eat their toast.
Yeah, you're gonna
So
have
we
a
thought we
snack.
would supply the prop bags so that way they have what they need for the stage show, because of course, like all movie adaptations, they added more to the movie. They expanded the storyline a little more.
Sure.
Whereas the stage show doesn't have some of the elements of the movie. But it's still the same show.
I would say it's the same show.
Yeah,
It's just little stuff here and
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh, I love this show so much.
It's a great show. And I assume wigs are in order as well for you.
So you
And
have the costume
all
of
of
costumes
that.
in this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's one of those things, like, costumes are coming in slowly and surely. I mean, I've been fortunate to be rehearsing in the heels since we got to the theater, so that's an aspect that I've been okay
Yes.
with. And yeah, as costumes come in little bit by little, it's trying them on and feeling more of the character and stuff like that. So that's one of my favorite aspects.
Lots of corsets, lots of
wow.
thigh-high hose.
Yeah.
Lots
For
of
sure.
big, tall, spiky, high-heeled shoes for lots of people.
That-
At one point, literally the entire cast is in corsets and thigh highs.
And see, and that would scare me as
Everybody.
as a
and heels.
bad dancer.
Yeah.
Dancing in any kind of heel, and I mean, what'd you say? You have like 4-inch heels, 5-inch heels?
They're 5-inch
They're
heels.
5, yeah.
The entire cast,
Oh.
all 18 of them, are in 5-inch heels.
Choreography in 5-inch heels.
Yep.
Yikes.
Oh my god.
If you're going to go big.
I
Yeah,
guess
right. So all 18. So we can talk about the cast. There's
Yes.
18 people
Please
in the
do.
cast.
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
that, for a musical traditionally is a lot smaller. Usually you will see musicals have 25 or 30 in the
Sure,
cast.
sure.
And this was actually not even written for 18. It was written for 14. And they have, instead of a chorus, like most musicals have a chorus,
Right.
they're called the Phantoms. And it's only written for 4 Phantoms.
Oh.
One of each part, a soprano, an alto, a tenor, and a
Right.
bass. We doubled it.
Got it.
Okay.
Because to be quite honest, when we had our auditions, we had 64 people audition
Wow.
for 14 parts.
Yeah,
Holy
that's-
cow.
that's
And
hard.
when we were casting, we sat around, and after we got to that number, we looked at each other and went, okay, now what do we do?
Yeah.
And so we ended up doubling the Phantoms so that we
Cool.
have 2 of each part instead of
That's
one. So we have
wonderful.
18
Nice.
on stage. But
That's a great
yeah.
opportunity for people then. Great.
Who's your who's your Brad and Janet?
Our Brad
Brad
is
and
Drew Firkins,
Cool.
and our Janet is Greta Haggerty.
Oh,
And a
wow.
Haggerty. And your Riff Raff sidekick. Who's your sidekick, Riff Raff?
Yeah, Riff Raff is played by a guy by the name of Troy Allen.
Troy Allen.
Yeah, he just moved here not too long ago.
He's kind of new to the scene. He just
Oh,
was in the
cool.
Playhouse Titanic
Okay, he was just in
Okay.
Titanic.
and
okay.
was
We were just talking about that.
amazing in it. So
awesome.
yeah, I was
Riff
actually
Raff's
there
a
with
fun
my
part.
music director when we saw the show, and we looked at each other and went, I think we have somebody for our cast.
Yeah. That's a cool part. Riff
That's
Raff's such a fun
great.
part. Well, then we have what, Magenta and Columbia?
Right, Magenta is Carly Tomac, and she has done many things for me. She has been in several shows here.
Yes. I'm saying
And
so many
then,
names.
Josie Vogt plays Columbia.
yes, thank you. See, the cast, half of them I've never worked with before. That's
That's
just,
a
Oh, really?
great-
I love it.
yeah.
Love it, love
That's
it, love
awesome.
it.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
so our
great
Columbia is Josie Vogt. Yeah.
Nice. And then you're Eddie. Oh, who's Eddie? Eddie.
That is Caden.
Eddie is Caden. And then Dr. Scott.
That is Jack Zerby. He is a professor at UNO, a theater professor at UNO. So,
Oh, wow.
and even he's in 5-inch heels and thigh highs.
Oh, yes. Well, that is what the man with no neck, the narrator,
Yes, but
A man with no
our
neck.
narrator has a neck.
Yes.
That's John Arnsdorf. And he also has done many, many things here in other theaters.
He is narrator with the neck.
Oh, well, it's a thing from the movie, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, and then of course, the title character after a fashion, who is your Rocky?
Our Rocky Horror is a young man by the name of Trace Benham. And in the song it says, I've been creating a man with blonde hair and a tan. Well, we have a Rocky with blonde hair and a tan and built like a brick you-know-what. So he is very muscly and he's very fun.
That's
so,
awesome.
yeah, great character.
Excellent. Is he a regular actor, or is this
You know
his
what?
first
I
experience?
worked with him one other time, and that was last spring at the Chanticleer in Council Bluffs.
Okay.
And that's how, when I knew we were doing this, I kind of pulled him aside and I said, Trace,
Hey,
how would you like to be Rocky?
Man,
And
it's-
so he actually was the one role that we cast ahead of time, because it's so incredibly specific.
It is very
You have got
specific.
to be a muscle man, and you've got to have that look.
Yes.
And so I knew I had him, and so I just went ahead and said, "You're my Rocky."
that's awesome.
Awesome.
Holy cow! Yes. God,
Awesome.
how many times have I seen this? It's so wonderful.
great.
God, I love this show.
I would like to add,
Please do.
that on the final Friday of the performances, that is actually the 50th anniversary date of the opening.
Oh, really?
So we're not only doing it as a 50th anniversary nod, we actually have a performance on the 50th anniversary,
Yes.
the actual 50th
Oh,
anniversary.
that's awesome.
Wow. What a great timing.
Yes.
And I know that someone probably.
Actually, it just
Calculated
kind
that?
of happened.
Oh, really?
I'd like to claim to be more brilliant than
Yeah.
that, but no.
So the 28th is the actual anniversary, the very last night you said?
No, the last Friday.
Oh, the last
Last
Friday.
Friday.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's
The 26th.
Oh, 26.
the 26th
Oh
of
my gosh.
September,
That's cool.
1970.
Five.
Not 5. Okay. 9.
Yep,
5.
1975.
Yeah.
I was 5.
And I was 6.
And I was 14.
I know.
And I wasn't here
I
yet.
know.
Yes,
You weren't
yes.
here yet. I know.
You were a
Ridiculous.
gleam in your father's
Wow.
eye.
Who knew after all this time? That is fantastic. Now, who's your music director? Do you have a music director?
Yeah, that
on
is
this?
Dr. Lorene Pickle.
Ah!
And she and I and the choreographer Debbie Massey
Yes, and your
Schneeweiss,
choreographer.
we call ourselves the Dream Team because we,
Yes, indeed.
Well, we tend to do all of our shows together.
Yeah.
Okay,
And so-
you guys like to work
Yep,
together?
Yep, we do.
So so the sets for these, how are the sets for the play? Because all my context keeps going back to movies, of course, which is a big
Right, and it still has a lot of nods to the movie because it starts out in the rainstorm, it starts out in the car driving, it starts out with the flat tire and them going up to the castle and needing to use the phone. That's all there.
Okay.
And then our set is kind of a representational unit set of the castle, but we do have a couple of fun surprises. We have a hydraulic lift built into our set.
Ooh.
And we also have a turntable
Yeah.
that brings things in and out. So that's all motorized.
Great.
So we've got some fun little bells and whistles to come in. So, but yeah, that's it. It's the lab. It's the, the waiting room of the castle. It's the bedrooms of the castle. But,
Right,
90% of the show is the castle.
Right.
Yeah, the castle,
Yeah.
for sure.
And I assume I'm seeing here on the poster that it is a kind of an adult
Not kinda.
musical
Yes.
that
Yeah,
it's not
it- yeah.
it's not a family.
It is
friendly
not.
musical.
It is not a family
And
show.
we kind of as a board decided that we would approach it like an R-rated movie.
Right.
So it's one of those, 17 and older. It's
Sure.
appropriate for if you're under 17. If you're a 10-year-old and your mom and dad want to bring you, it's okay. But
Sure.
mom and dad better be an informed consumer.
Yeah.
And know what they're coming into because we're not pulling any punches.
Right, yeah. No, it's an R-rated show.
Yeah, it's an R-rated show. It's got adult themes and, like I said, lots of corsets and
Yep.
lots of thigh highs and
Yep.
you know.
No, it used to play at the midnight showings at the theater for a reason. It was that, Pink Floyd The Wall, and heavy metal, and those all played late at night.
Yeah, and so we really are excited to do this, but we also want to make sure. I've used the phrase more than once, please be an informed consumer.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, if you are super, super conservative and you're easily shocked, we have 4 other shows that are fabulous that you will love. This one may not be for you.
Exactly. Well, and the next one is, Miracle on 34th Street.
Miracle on 34th Street is classic of a Christmas story as you can get.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh, yes.
Right along with Santa and everything. So, you know, just be an informed consumer.
Yes.
I just keep saying that.
Yeah.
Please. That's fine. Yeah. No, because there's still going to be people who haven't heard of this.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I know that we think that everybody has, but no, there's still people who, I don't know what that's about. You know, it's like, hold on a second.
There is variety in the season.
Yes, and I love it. I think it's great.
Most definitely.
I think it's great. It's such a fun show. It's such a great show. It's one of those shows that I've always wanted to do, and I've just managed to always miss. One of these days I'll do it because it keeps getting done.
Yep.
So it'll come back around. So
I wonder if they'll have movies going in the movies, the movie theaters for the 50th.
You know, all I know of is the one that they're doing. It's either at the Holland or the Orpheum.
I think it's at the Orpheum.
I think it's at the Orpheum. Is where they're showing it, and like we said, Little Nell is going to come and accompany and do a talk back after.
Oh yes.
But they're kind of on their own national tour, but it's the movie and not the live show.
Right.
Yeah.
So you need to make it a weekend.
Yeah.
And if you're in Omaha and want to support the arts, you make it a weekend.
That's right.
Yes. Perfect. The 50th anniversary of the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Holy cow. And you guys will actually be doing it on the 50th anniversary, which is great. Which will be September 26th. But yeah, they're running from the 12th to the 28th. Congratulations.
Yes.
On Frankenfurter. It's such a great part. It's one of those parts that gets fought for, man.
Thank you.
So congratulations.
Thank you so much. Yeah, no, I'm very fortunate. Like I told the cast, like when we did the first talk through, I said, this is a dream show, my number one dream role. Like, and
really, that's awesome.
And I feel very, very, very grateful that the team trusted me with this, and you know, and being around this cast is so special.
And he looks really damn good in 5-inch heels.
Excellent.
Oh, that's awesome. And I don't know that we talked about it, and maybe we're too far in, but what other productions have you done?
Yeah, I've always considered Bellevue like a second home. I enjoy working with people here. I enjoy the board. The board has always made it welcoming. But yeah, last season I was their Igor in Young Frankenstein and had a hoot and a half with that. I was in The Prom, which just won the OEAA for Best Musical last year, and I'm going to toot his horn for him. Todd won Best Director for it as well.
Yes, he did.
So, and then
I'm doing my virtual queen wave.
There we are. Very good.
And then I was in Greece when they did it here as well.
Oh, sweet.
So,
fun.
and a couple others, but those are the 3 that most people remember me from. So
you like the musicals, like Glee?
I do, and it also helps because with my schooling, I start in October, and I'm there in school from about October to June. Okay. So I'm always here for their first show. So I always try to get a show in before I go to back to school for the year. So
and he is working on his MFA in musical theater.
Yeah, where are you going to school at?
Yeah. So I attend the American Musical and Dramatic Academy, or AMDA for short. It's it's a 4-year program divided into two-year programs. So I finished my 2-year program in New York, and now I'm currently going into my last year in LA. So I'll be a senior this year, and by June I'll be having a nice little bachelor. So
good for you.
Or is
That's
it BFA, not MFA? BFA.
BFA.
Yeah. So I'm very excited to be done with that, and then I'll come home for a little bit, and then the ultimate goal is to officially make the move to New York.
Okay, and that's long term.
That's long term. Yeah,
is long term New York Broadway.
Yeah,
types. Are you on musical theater track, acting track?
I'm on the musical theater track.
Musical theater track.
Yeah,
for sure.
Many hours of dancing, many hours of voice lessons, many hours of a lot.
It's cool that you can do all 3. I cannot dance. I'm so bad. Good for you.
I've always found dancing my go-to. I feel fortunate. I didn't have a lot of training before school, but dancing's where I feel the most at home. So.
Cool.
Well, you're going to be doing it in 5-inch heels.
Holy
Correct.
cow! I don't know how that
Correct.
happens, but good luck, man.
A lot of trust. A lot
Yeah.
of trust.
No, but
I'll
everybody
refrain from
stays
saying
safe
break
out
a
there.
leg on that.
And they have to climb stairs.
Yeah, and
Yes.
also stairs.
I hope they stay safe.
Well, thank you, guys. Thank you, Todd, once again,
Sure.
for reaching out and inviting us to Bellevue. It's always nice to talk to you. It's
Oh,
glad
I love
see you
to
doing
talk
well.
to you all.
And it's nice to have you on the show for the first time, Donovan.
Thank you. I'm
Yes, indeed.
very excited. I appreciate it.
Yes.
So,
Well,
You'll do great. Break all the legs, not
Yes.
literally.
Not literally.
Be careful in those heels, but metaphorically,
yeah.
in a theater
Yes.
sort of way.
All the metaphors.
Thank you guys very much.
Bellevue Little Theater's production of the Rocky Horror Picture Show begins September 12th. For tickets, go to theblt.org. Thank you for listening and supporting the arts in the Platte River area and beyond. Please subscribe to our podcast so you are sure to catch all of our future episodes and join us on social media. See you next time on the Platte River Bard.